Suladan plays Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. Last time, we started a war with the Wookiees. I mean, we didn't start a war of us against the Wookiees, but we started a war within the Wookiees. Well, within that particular tribe. But in any case, then I came down here, and it was a pain to get down here without killing Gorwookin, because he does not like me being down here. But something, Starmap down here. I don't remember where. Jolee is with us. Not what's his name? Gorwookin said it was somewhere near where we found him. And I know we found him near one of these dead ends. Monkey, you are not what I'm looking for. Unless you're the key to the star map, in which case I don't even begin to know what to say. It may have been this dead. Seemingly dead end. I'm sure one of them isn't a dead end.
Got something on. Oh, I know plenty about Kashyyyk. You think someone doesn't live here for 20 years and pick up a thing or two? Chances are, by the time I finish telling you about it all, you would have found out for yourself. So there's no reason for me to start blathering on. Actually, it should be enough for me to tell you that there's kilometer after kilometer of trees on this planet. The deeper you go, the more dangerous it gets. If you're smart, you stay on top with the Wookiees. You go deep, however, and you may find some things you weren't expecting. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going. Oh, I get it. Let's play with the old man's head, is it? He's half senile. He'll forget I said anything. Wait, what was this about anyway?
Okay. One thing, I would like you to keep blathering on because I love your voice. Two, it would be really nice if you could walk around while people are talking. Just a quality of life thing. No idea where I'm going. I just know he said it was down here near where we found him. And I know we found him at a dead end, because I ran into the dead end. It didn't end well. It was called a dead end for a reason. It was very aptly named a dead end. I haven't gone this way. I'm glad there's only one. Can I stasis you? No, but at least you're slowed down. I learned that if my stasis doesn't work, they're slowed down.
Take that!
Stasis. Stasis. There we go. Now attack. Go attack.
I still got it.
I don't like that it's harder to cancel attacks than it ought to be. If I queue up a bunch of attacks and then something happens that I want to change, I have to wait for the one like the one in the big circle I can't really cancel. Well, that did no good. Okay, on the next road we go. Came that way, I think. And then down here was the sword fighting arena. I know he said it was like southwest to where we had found him, but, you know, me in direction. Hello, dead Wookie. Oh, no. He didn't tell me I had to bring anything particular with me. He said it was just like to the southwest or the southeast of where y'all found me. Jolee is the only targetable thing. I'm going to use that button to see if there's anything I'm supposed to be targeting down here. If not, I'm... Oh, hang on, there's an area over here. We hadn't gone over there. Remains, so. Okay. I found a body, I shoved it in my pocket, and I went on my way with a dead body in my pocket. That sounds legitimate, especially given the creature whose body it is bigger than me. Stasis. Stasis. Stasis?
Deadly good.
Stasis? Well, now stasising it is pointless. It was stunned and nearly dead. There we go. Can I loot you? Can I loot you? What not? Okay. Found a swoop. Found a swoop. Found another swoop. And another swoop. And a monkey. The monkeys are not riding the swoops, though. So, you know, we're safe as long as the monkeys don't start riding the swoop. If the monkeys do start riding the swoops, then we're all doomed. I'm going to assume it's somewhere over here. I'm also going to assume this is a dead end. This is a foreboding little cave you got here. Perfect place to build a shelter. Protected on all but one side. Ooh, you concern me, magical glowing statue of ice. Please don't have a big fight down here. Mine, you say? What is... It's mine. Starmap. And computer. Mine. I'm going to have so many mine. Hi.
Life forms detected. Determining parameters. Initiating neural recognition.
Yes, there's the thing. Obstinate machine. I've no doubt it holds what you seek, but good luck getting it operational.
Primary neural recognition complete. Preliminary match found.
Match found? What the... It always muttered something about rejected patterns for me.
Begin socialized interface. Awaiting instruction. Greetings. This terminal has not been accessed for quite some time.
Are you being passive-aggressive and griping at me that we haven't accessed you? Or who placed this terminal here?
Error. Subject displays unfamiliarity to environment. Behavioral reconfiguration will be needed before access. I am sorry. I did not mean to confuse you. I will answer questions to the best of my programming limitations.
What do you mean by behavioral reconfiguration? That sounds like retraining. And ain't nobody training me.
I have been programmed with a very limited field of knowledge, and I must restrict access to only those that fit my allowed pattern.
And I don't fit this pattern?
I can't say. I will try to bring forward the behavior that you need to proceed, as outlined by my programming.
Okay. That seems very helpful. Why have I been allowed access?
I can't say. Preliminary matching allows for you to be coached.
Do you not know why, or are you restricted from saying?
I can't say. Likelihood of restriction by previous user, 100%.
So you answered the question that you said you couldn't answer. Okay. I want to ask information about you and this installation.
I utilize a retro-adapted holocron interface. Clarify your questions, and I will attempt to access original system memory.
Who built this installation?
Error. Corruption. Extrapolating. This utility was built to monitor planet-wide agricultural reformation. It has since malfunctioned. It can be theorized that the supergrowth of Kashyyyk forests is a direct result.
Well, that is surprising. I doubt any Wookiee would support such a claim. The forest is millennia old.
Malfunction occurred 241 years after last builder communication. Last builder communication, 29,642 years before current Republic standard.
The voice acting on this is just perfect. I love it. This place was built yes, he just said that.
Error. Information regarding the builders of this installation has been corrupted. No evidence of such a civilization exists in the galactic record.
Mysterious! Why was agricultural reformation needed?
Agricultural record indicates this planet was incapable of sustaining sufficient levels of production. Error. Specific conditions corrupted. It can be theorized that produce was being exported to support a larger demand.
I hope it's wood, because that's the only thing this planet's got plenty of. That is a short period for adaptation of native creatures.
Error. Records corrupted. It can be theorized that bioseeding allowed the ecology to remain balanced. It could be expected that the same energy feeding the trees of Kashyyyk also accelerated the evolution of various species. No further information is available. There is too much corrupted data.
Are you part of the system that you're referring to, or are you an external interface that somebody added thousands of years later? Let's go back to my questions about the installation.
Accessing. I will answer as my programming permits.
Who installed the holo interface? Ah, yes, the thing I was just questioning.
This interface was installed to better access the ancient data stored within the pre-existing system. The exact date is unavailable. Programming keys indicate no earlier than 5 years before current Republic standard.
5 years ago. I didn't notice it. This must have been installed in strictest secrecy. Couldn't have been circa.
No other information on time of installation or identity of user available. Likelihood of removal by user, 100%.
How is it 100%? Shouldn't it be like 99.9% or something? I don't know, 100 just sounds a little odd. How do you know what you don't know with 100%? Ah. Okay. Who last accessed the installation?
Sorting by identity. 3 attempts by the Wookie Freyer, all denied. 152 attempts by human Jolee Bindo, all denied.
Call me stubborn, I guess. There wasn't much else to do around here.
Error. List of access attempts prior to these is corrupted. Likelihood of removal by user, 100%.
5 years ago is about the time that Ravan passed this way.
Error. Data regarding subject Revan corrupted.
Oh, it's Revan, huh? You must be Revan all them engines. Was there an entry at some time?
Error. Data on Revan unavailable.
I didn't ask about Revan, I said entry. Entry. Entry does not sound like Revan. Was there any further contact with the installer at the interface?
That information is unavailable, but contact is not required for the execution of my programming. Scanning range of this facility is well beyond planetary boundaries.
Okey-dokey. I think, who last accessed it already done. Let's go back to my questions about the installation.
I will answer as my programming permits.
What is the original function of the installation?
Error. Corruption.
Oh, we already asked that,
This utility was built to monitor planet-wide agricultural reformation. It has since malfunctioned.
Well, that...
Go back to my question.
Access.
What is the current function?
The current purpose of this installation is defense.
Defense from what or of what? Are you defending the map or are you defending the map from other things? Defense can go either way.
Error. That information is not available.
Go back to my questions.
Accessing.
I'm going to go back to my general questions.
Answer will be...
I seek information about a star map or what limitations have been placed. I want to ask that.
Corruption has resulted in gaps appearing in my memory, and in that of the original installation. It could be theorized that these gaps are intentional, but I have no information on that.
What gaps are missing?
Error. I cannot present a
Thank you.
Perhaps you can ask other questions, and data corruption will become evident.
That's exactly what I was saying before about how do you know what you not know to give 100%. Anyway, I seek information about a star map.
Accessing. Yes, I have found a star map in original system memory. Access is restricted.
Original system memory. So the map is as old as this installation.
Error. Data regarding author of the star map is corrupted.
What do I need to do to get access to the star map?
Your request requires additional security access. You must be made to match the parameters I have been supplied.
What do you want me to do? Dress up in a Sith outfit and pretend to be Malak? How can I match them if I don't know what they are?
There are measures available. Personality profiling will verify the basic structure of your conscious mind. With that, I will determine whether you are ready to receive the star map, or can be made ready.
What if I fail?
Then you are not worthy of further access. You will be rejected as unsuitable.
Aren't you snarky? I mean, he's not being snarky, but... Anyway, what will rejection mean? Didn't he just answer that?
Information unavailable. If you have further questions, ask them now. Access will terminate with success or failure of evaluation.
Access will terminate with success? Okay, you may
Evaluation commencing. Result will be compared against the pattern in memory. Just act like you should. You travel with a Wookiee and have encountered complications. Hypothetical. You and this Zalbar are captured and separated. If you both remain silent, 1 year in prison for each of you. However, call Zalbar a traitor, and he will serve 5 years, while you serve none. He is offered the same deal. But if you both accuse the other, you both serve 2 years. What do you do? What do you trust him to do?
Oh, asking me 2 questions at once. Let's see. I trust Zalbar. I would say nothing, and neither would he. How did you know Zalbar's name?
I hear what happens on Kashyyyk, and a good deal beyond. Answer the question I have posed.
Answer the question with a question. I trust Zalbar. You changed the number. It was 4 last time. Now you're trying to trip me up. I trust Zalbar. I would say nothing, and neither would he.
Are you sure? If you turn, you risk 2 years, or none at all. If you reply on loyalty, you risk 1 year, or 5.
Why is
Your
5
loyalty
asterisk?
is dangerous. Your companion could take the opportunity to benefit by turning on you. You also killed his brother. You have no guarantee of loyalty from Zalbar. Your answer is wrong.
I thought this was an alleviation, not a quit. The choice is mine, and I refuse to alter it.
You cannot refuse. Evaluation must continue. You must match the pattern in memory. Your memory. I must
What do you mean,
demand
my
honest
memory?
acceptance of the proper behavior. That is a condition of my programming.
What pattern are you comparing me against?
That information is not available to you. It is the pattern that I have been given as a baseline for security access.
Continue with the evaluation, then.
The previous incorrect response will be discounted. Future incorrect responses will result in rejection. Hypothetical. You are at war. Deciphering an intercepted code, you learn 2 things about your enemy. A single spot in their defense will be at its weakest in 10 days, and they will attack one of your cities in 5 days.
Oh.
What do you do with this information? What is the most efficient course of action?
Honestly, the most efficient course of action depends on some data that you haven't given me yet. How big is the city, and how big of an impact will attacking that weak point in 10 days do? Also, will defending that city in 5 days alert them to the fact and alter the outcome of the weakness in 10 days? These are all data points that are important for you to make an informed decision here. I think what it's trying to say is if you defend the city, you lose access to that weak point in 10 days. So it's kind of a, the old trolley, I forget what it's called, the Trolley Conundrum or whatever, where it's like, you either run over 1 person or 10, and it's like, which course do you choose? And people get really weird over this, but look, it's 1 versus 10. If you have to make a choice and there is no other choice, then minimizing the loss of life is the most effective outcome. But the question is, does evacuating or defending the city mean that you don't get to take that weak point? And would attacking that weak point end the war entirely? Because it could be a matter of you sacrificing 1 town to save entire worlds, at which case you do come to a point where it can be boiled down to the same premise as the trolley problem of 1 life versus many lives. Now, of course, that's a far more complicated thing in real life than it is in theory. Then you've got questions like, do I know the person? Do I know the people? How influential are they? How big of an impact on the world might they have? Are they young? Are they old? Are they... People are multifaceted and infinitely complex, and you can't really boil it down to a simple statistical thing of in lives versus in lives, because each life has different impact. Okay. I am confused because of the lack of information. You have not told me if it's an exclusive or. Can't I reinforce the city while preparing to... can't I evacuate the city? Why would evacuating the city make that weak point change? Because I should be able to evacuate the city and then attack in 10 days. Are you saying they're so far apart from one another that I can only make one choice or the other? Because it seems really like they're trying to say you get one or the other. Defending the city means that you cannot attack the weak point. I'm going to go with the subtly reinforce the city while preparing an attack. That just... I don't know. I subtly reinforce the...
This is no decision. I ask again.
You're not going to give me that.
Do you save your people or abandon them for the sake of the war?
Oh,
attempting both will merely dilute your
They're my people now.
Would you trade 1 victory for 2 failures?
You didn't say they're my people. I'm confused. Do you mean my people, like, in colloquial terms, as in they're on my side? Or do you mean they're my people as in it's my hometown? Like, You really need to be more specific with your question. I'm going to ask to repeat the question because I forgot how it was worded by this point.
Hypothetical. You are at war. Deciphering an intercepted code, you learn 2 things about your enemy. A single spot in their defense will be at its weakest in 10 days, and they will attack one of your cities in 5 days. What do you do with this information? What is the most efficient course of action?
The most efficient course of action would be for you to tell me what the outcome of either is. What I mean by that is, how big of an impact would attacking that weak point have, and how big of a city is it? Can I do both? Why can I not do both? Are they far apart? Would doing one alert them and change the other? If I'm going to make an assumption here, and I don't really have an option, and it's just because we need to move forward. I'm going to assume that attacking that weak point would end the war entirely. And that in doing so, you are sadly sacrificing one city for the sake of ending the entire war, which would save numerous cities. And I'm going to go with that, and just, I don't want to, but, you know, that's why it's a hard option. I'd have to prepare the forces to attack.
Very good. If you had moved to evacuate the city, you would have alerted the enemy to their lost
I figured
codes.
you were hinting at.
Ultimate victory required the deaths of the people in that city. You wisely ignored sentiment in your decision.
There we go. The victory is irrelevant. Stopping the war saved more people. So I was right that attacking the weak point is implied to be something that could stop the war in its entirety. The deaths of those people would... No, victory is irrelevant. Stopping the war saved many more people.
You achieved the proper result with logic that does not match the pattern in memory. I shall adjust my evaluation. Hypothetical. Remove the ongoing war from the previous example. Consider enemy states to be weak and remote. With no external threat, your empire stagnates. Your people become complacent and begin to question you. Same scenario as before. You discover an impending attack, but also a weakness that will come after. How do you react?
No, I can think of so many times in history that exact situation. Minus the enemy thing, but it's like, oh, we're prosperous, now we become complacent, now we begin attacking the leadership. Like previous civilizations and whatnot. I mean, you should stop the attack, but not because you'll appear to be a hero. You should stop the attack. You should stop the attack. The enemies aren't threatening. They are remote. You just need to defend your people. You stop the attack.
But if nothing happens, your people will have no need of heroes. No, they do not see a threat. You have coddled them. Your empire will be brought down by introspection. You have failed to match the pattern in memory. Access denied. This system will purge the subject as false. Defense mode initiated.
I'm not surprised. Oh, I gained light side points. I must have done something good. Oh, I can't stasis them. Okay. Oh, yeah, it doesn't work. Wait. Disable droid. Disable droid!
Sure.
Already remember down. Oh, Jolee is dead. Oh, wow. Wow, that... Oh, no. You know how long back my save was? Yeah, I only have 2 party members. Don't throw stuff like that at me. That's not fair. Can't bring a 3rd one, because then Gorwookin dies. Gorwookin's life is kind of inconvenient for me. Killing him is not an option, though. I will not allow it. Another thing that was left vague is, you know, defending my people. Am I rallying them to defend, or am I just going out there as a one-man army or something? Because that also changes the answer to the question somewhat. Can you move, Jolee? I don't have time for that. Save. Save. Oh.
Same scenario as before. You discover an impending attack, but also...
Okay, I guess in this case I'm going to change my answer, because if the enemies are weak and remote, letting the people defend themselves might work out better, so I'll attack their weak spot later.
Hypothetical. Remove the ongoing war from the previous example. Consider enemies with no external... Same...
Oh, I just said repeat the question. Oy.
No. You cannot hide behind their greater morality. This is a single attack. The enemy does not intend a sustained conflict. There is no war to end. You must choose the outcome based only on its immediate benefits and consequences.
Okay, game, you're annoying me because of your vagary here. Well, this is the this isn't against the game itself. It's the downside of games of this caliber where you only get limited options, because your natural option may be a nuance on what the option you're being given. I mean, honestly, there are variations on both that would work better. Are you stopping the attack? Like I said, are you stopping the attack as a one-man army? Because then, again, you're, like you said, you're coddling the people. Are you rallying the people to stop the attack? Then, you know, things work out better. Are you warning the people, letting the attacks happen so that the, you know, the military can deal with it? Are you, I know what he wants me to say. He wants me to just let the attack happen. Because by letting the attack happen, the people will be hurt and then cling to me more tightly and trust me. And that's not right. But if you stop the attack to appear as a hero, if you do something just so you look like a hero, then you're not a hero. You don't do it for the sake of the fame. That's pointless. If you do good deeds because you want to be seen by people so that they'll pat you on the back, you don't deserve to be patted on the back. That undermines the whole point of doing something right if you're doing it right just to get something out of it. Then you're doing it for selfish reasons, and the good deed is then tainted by that. The results of the good deed can still live on. I mean, you know, there's been plenty of instances of people doing good things for the wrong reasons, and the effects of those good things still lived on, but the action itself was tarnished and became a selfish action. But if I stop the attack and appear to be a hero, I get killed by droids.
But if nothing happens, your access...
Yeah, them things. Them things kill me, bad. Run away, Jolee! Also, I got light side points. Is there any way for me to, like, get one of them? Can I just get one of their attention? No! Well, I just blew up. I just blew...
What?
They're just repeatedly bombing me.
Yes. What?
Oh, and it disables both of them? I need you to just keep doing that, Jolee. Because whatever you're doing...
Yes?
Just keep disabling them. It doesn't use... It barely uses any force points. This is so broken.
Sure.
This is so broken. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Sure.
And you need?
Sure.
Why did his shield not go down? For once, the game is in my favor. I'm glad the game made me bring Jolee, because if I'd come down here by myself, this would not have ended well. No. You don't. Ow, that is fire. Also, you're using Force Lightning. Isn't that a dark side
I
thing?
still got it.
Shut it down. Meanwhile, I'm the one getting flamethrower. Ow, okay, Jolee got a turn with the flamethrower. All is right with the world. Can I loot either of you? No, I cannot. The computer's gonna say, like, wow, you beat them. You must be the... Why? There's just explosion decals everywhere.
Neural scan complete. Analyzing. Well, it would appear initial assumptions about you were incorrect. Secondary scans during battle have revealed much. Under duress, your emotions were easier to read. Programming now instructs that I give you what you seek.
What did your scan during the battle reveal?
That information is not available. Soon you will recognize the proper course to follow. The Starmap is yours. This unit has now completed its primary duty and has finished with the subject. Executing final action.
That's never good.
Activation of Starmap commencing. Parameters reset. Stasis initiated. And communication.
Final action is never a good thing. Nothing with that name ever ends well. No, final solution is the one that never ends well. But yay, Starmap! I got XP.
Well, well.
I leveled up.
Starmap.
I leveled up.
An ancient artifact of dark side power. Can't say I'm surprised. I always knew there was something funny down here.
Why are
I wonder if the
maps an
Starmap
evil
has had an
thing?
effect on the evolution of the creatures here in the Shadowlands. It might explain why it's so dangerous down here. An interesting theory, but I suppose we don't have time to test it
I hear
now. do we?
machinery.
Now that we've got what you came for, we should be heading back up to the treetops.
Also, it's a map! What do you mean, ancient artifact of dark side? It's a map. You could claim the Star Forge is maybe a dark side artifact. I don't know yet. I don't know what it is, aside from it being a forge. And as somebody who loves the concept of blacksmithing, I stare at it and I'm like, but how evil is Forge? But it's a map! Maps aren't evil! Nobody's claimed maps are evil. It's a map. Map! Map! Do I need to do anything to the map, or is that it? Hopefully once you find... Okay, well, I guess I didn't need to do nothing. It's a pretty map. I'll say that much. Jolee, you are weird. Maps are not evil. I know you've been a hermit locked in the woods for 20 years, but maps are not evil. Maps are not evil. They're not good. They are not morally inclined. A map can lead you to something calamitous, but a map itself is not evil. A map is a piece of paper. Do you have something against paper that I need to know about? I mean, that's a normal map. Do you have something against technology? Is it because it's a technological map? Are you Amish? Nothing against the Amish people. They are wonderful and nice and kind people, and I have nothing against them. That's just what came to mind when I thought about him having a problem with the map because it's technological, and, you know, their inclination towards not dealing with, you know, as much technology and whatnot. I'm leaving. To the upper Shadowlands! It'd be nice if I could fast travel. Oh, Gorwookin, I've got to run past you yet again. Oh, yeah, I can level up. I should probably do that. Level up. Skills. Finally, I get to use points somewhere else. Persuade! Beat. Oh! Improved force focus and night sense. What does that do? Force focus. Oh, improved force focus. Ooh, adds +2 to the difficulty class for all saving throws against characters' force powers. This feat is always active. The feat replaces force focus. I just get it for being a thing. Fair enough. Additional sensitivity, +4 defense, always active. Nice. Okay. Toughness. That is excellent. I love that it's retroactive. So many times in games you'll see a perk or a feat or something that you have to get super, super early because it's not retroactive, and if you get it later in the game, it's then pointless because you have fewer level ups. So it's nice to see one that's done retroactively. Is there anything I can do to, like, bump up my charisma or wisdom or whatnot? Or my demolitions? 2-weapon fighting. Want that. I probably don't. Caution. A +1 mod to demolitions, you say? I don't know. Gearhead. Improved flurry. Improved flurry it is. Okay. Jedi Powers. I want more healing. I want more night speed. Movement speed is doubled. 2 attacks per round. Oh, 2 attacks are gained. Ooh. I still think it should triple my movement speed and quadruple my movement speed, just because I want ludicrous levels of movement speed. Dark side power death field. I want that. What else is there? I have... You know what? Why not? We're going to go with that. I already have Persuade, but let's go with Affect Mind. Accept. Just gonna... I'm gonna have like level... Oh, that's Jolee's hut. I was about to say, what is that? Like level 99 demolitions at the end of the game and just be sitting on top of a giant stash of mines that I'd never use. It's just like, I have them. I'm going down... No, I am going down the right road. Okay. I was going the wrong way again. I also have Night Speed, and I need to remember to use it. Or Wookie, leave me alone. You're half dead as it is. Hi, other Wookiees. You know, y'all are killing yourselves with reflective bullets. I just want you to stop and think about the fact I haven't attacked you. I have left you alive. I have broken the game. Gorwookin lives. This is canon. Nobody's allowed to tell me otherwise. He's just gonna show up later, like 3 weeks from now he comes back and he's like, yeah, I lost the humans. It's like, wait, what do you mean Jundar is dead? And then he just flees back into Shadowlands and lives in Jolee's hut because Jolee is with us. And there he raises a happy family by adopting 10,000 tax and teaching them to be quiet. Where am I supposed to go at this juncture? I guess back to the ship. Can I just... I know this isn't considered a safe area. It'd be so convenient. Also, this planet could really, really become an excellent 2x4 factory. Forgive me for the intrusion, human. My name is Cine Vec. I believe you dropped this datapad, and I wish to return it to you. I didn't drop anything. I'm certain you did, human. Please, take the datapad. It's yours, I'm sure. I really am suspicious. Can I just look at the datapad first? Oh, what is this, some kind of con game? No, this is no game. I simply saw you drop this datapad and wish to give it back to you. I'm sorry, there must be some mistake. There's no mistake. Please take it. Sure, what is it? My pleasure, human. You should examine it and make sure it's not broken. Goodbye, human. This ain't right. Where's the new item? Isn't there a show new item? Ooh, sword. Maybe if you put the newest of the new items at the top. Single short cryptic message. The Genodarians say to see hulas on Manan. Come alone or not at all. The Mandalorians, I'm gonna assume, the Mandalorians say to meet Han Solo on Tatooine. I don't know. I felt like I was on a roll at the start. It's just gonna walk off and despawn. We're just gonna ignore all the strangeness here. I'm supposed to meet somebody alone. I'm going the wrong way. This offends me. But you know what? If I go to the Wookiee tribe place, I should be able to teleport back to the ship. And that's what we're gonna do. To the ship! I have a... What item did I lose? Game, please, if you're gonna take items from me, tell me what items you took from me. That's just frustrating when it's like, oh, item lost. Well, what did I lost? Okay. Did I lose the data pad? Did I lose the data pad? Did I lose the data pad? Was the data pad something I had to deal with now? No? I'm supposed to meet somebody somewhere alone. But what did I lose? I don't know, and that frustrates me. I did lose, what's his name? Jolee! I lost Jolee. I also don't remember where the pilot room is. Who am I supposed to meet and where? Hey, hi, trying to... That's the exit. That's the other bedroom. This ship is not very well laid out. To me, this should... Well, I guess this would be the engine room. This should be the cockpit. Also, there's something out there that I can't get to, and it bugs me, and I want to clip through the wall and find out what it is. That's cargo. Where's the control room in this stupid thing? Good gracious. Who designed this ship? I disapprove greatly of their design choices. Okie dokie then. Hi, Bastilla. I'ma talk to you.
How can I help?
Never mind. Do you have something you want to ask me?
I do. How did you know?
I have no idea. Will you keep staring at me?
You are easily the vainest, most arrogant man I have ever met. Besides, I know you can't be serious, since I was purposefully not staring in your direction.
So you admit?
I am a Jedi.
I don't...
Remember?
I am
confused. Have far too much mental discipline to reveal
I just
what
want
goes
to
on
pause.
inside my mind with such obvious physical clues. My thoughts remain hidden, including whatever my feelings are for you. I mean, whatever I feel... whatever I think about you.
I don't know, what did I just walk into? I just wanted to come in here, sit down, see if anybody needed me, and pause. I didn't want to start a war. I've already dealt with enough stupid war scenarios today. Are you saying you have feelings for me?
That is you. Why must you be so impossibly infuriating? You know very well what I am really talking about. I am referring to the bond between us, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
I'll just implode into a black hole and absorb the universe, and then none shall stop me. I mean, star maps. Yes, where's the next star map? You could warn me when I do something bad. What do you think I should do?
I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters. But I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future.
Just a degree of it.
We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
I will try.
That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There is great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't be frying bacon in the exhaust streams of the ship when you're not looking. Good to know. You didn't hear that. So you're just worried about yourself then? No, I wouldn't do anything to hurt you. Wouldn't do anything to hurt any of my team members.
I believe you truly mean what you say, for now. But sometimes it is not so easy to keep such promises. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
No, I'm going to go to Karth when I need help, because you're too hot-headed. Would appreciate any help you have to offer, but I'm going to Karth. When he has a problem, he just doesn't want to talk about it, and then I stare at him for 3 hours.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help.
Which doesn't
you
really
through
help. And then I go to Canderous, and
now, I
Canderous
should return
does
to our
want to talk
mission.
about it. But what he wants to talk about is weird and random stuff. Like that Basilisk battle mech that I really want one of. What did I do? Journal entry. Okay. Are you saying I need to go talk to everybody?
Yes, what's on your mind?
Oh my dear goodness, it is. I'm not doing this today. I'm dealing with Karth, but nobody else. We didn't end our last discussion very well.
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels
Neither
completely
am I.
out
They
of my
just threw a
league.
lightsaber at me and said, here, stop using blasters. We know you wanted to use blasters, but here, have a lightsaber. The game really assumes you want to be a Jedi. From what I've heard, thank you, Wade, the game can be played, not Jedi, but the game really assumes that you're going to be a Jedi, and the difficulty is tailored to that, so you're probably not going to want to do that on your first run. I just wanted to chuck grenades at everything, but no, you've got to buy those. Apparently, once you blow them up, you don't get to use them again. Physics. Anyway. Why don't you return to the front lines, though? You can come with me. You're one of my better party members. I mean, if Canderous didn't regenerate health, you would be, but... Or if you regenerated health. Can I make him regenerate health? We just inject him with Mandalorian. Return to the front lines, then.
Because this is more important. This may really finally make a difference.
Oh, I thought by front lines you meant here.
Even if I
Like, join
can't
the
figure out
party and
everything that's
fight with
going
me. On the front
I
line.
still want to help if I can. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this.
No, by front lines I meant with me.
But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I?
We all have our points. We all have our moments. Don't worry about it.
No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this.
Yes, but you learn from your mistake.
Will you accept my
and you
apology?
get better. These are horrible options. These are horrible options. Where is the yes, I forgive you? Who wrote these options? I'm getting the slapping mackerel.
Done. Let's get underway then, shall we?
I picked option 1, by the way. The only if you work with me for once, which still sounds horrible. These are horrible options. Who wrote these options? Who do I need to smack? Promise to not sure. It's like whether he can. But that sounds so horrible. I'm reloading. This just sounds horrible. Don't. But who wrote these options? Did I accidentally deviate down? I think I accidentally took that down a dark side. Oh no, you sent me all the way back here. Oh, why didn't you just autosave when I got to the ship? Shouldn't that have been an autosave point? That makes no sense that it wasn't an autosave point. Who wrote those options? So many options. See, items lost. What did I lose? Oh, that frustrates me endlessly. What? Whoa, what have I walked into? Whoa. I guess I shouldn't have jumped back to the ship anyway. Unless there's some stuff happening. Stop attacking my buddies. How about attack? Even the AI can't figure out how to do it. Ooh, I love my improved flurry. Leave my Wookie buds alone. Item. Oh wait, aren't you the one that I talked into leaving? Why are you still here? Dude, I told you to leave. I told you things were gonna get hairy. Yeah, you died. That's a lightsaber for you. Hi. You're the only outsider that will survive us. I mean, did I ever get to loot all this stuff? Wasn't this all locked up? I'll just be looting all the stuff. Do not mind me. Okay, I looted that one, but I missed them. Oh, wow. I don't think I ever came this way because I thought it was a whole separate path, so it's just a reception center? This was literally just a reception center and I could have just walked in. Oh my goodness. Ooh, remains. Hi. Hi, buddy. Just don't kill me, okay? We good as long as you don't kill me. I'm innocent. I'm friends with Big Z. I still don't know what item I lost, and that annoys me. But hey, free stuff. Also, I hope they didn't kill that one shopkeeper dude. I really hope they didn't kill him. He was friendly too. I hope he left. Okay, now I'm gonna go talk to Karth. Save first. Here, let's talk to Bastille first.
How can I help?
You have something you want to ask me? Educated guess from the way you keep staring?
I'm a Jedi. I am far too disciplined to betray my emotions with outward physical displays.
That seems a bit nicer.
We both know the real reason.
What do you mean?
Our connection,
Okay.
a Padawan must... The fact that...
Got it.
I don't think we must... That's good to hear. Our destiny. I will... Your power... Only...
Okay. That went about the same as before, except choosing the third option got less of a violent reaction. Educated guess was the option.
Yes, what's on your...
Do you want to talk?
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably.
I like that
was
his
just so
bangs actually have a
desperate to
little bit of
finally
physics
face Saul
behind them.
directly in the Battle over Terrace.
Like, this is 2003, and his
Now the Jedi have us
hair actually
looking for
flip-flops
these-
around a little bit.
These Starmaps.
That's rare.
I know this mission is important. It's just...
How does that... But all of these options sound so angry. I'm not angry at him. Karth's my buddy.
It doesn't, I know. It's been a while since I've even had to think about
Option
that
one.
sort of thing. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this...
Don't worry about it.
No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than... So...
Why is there no good option here? I accept your apology. Why is there no, it's okay, no problem, I accept your apology. Why do both of them sound so angry, and why is Karth clipping through in creepy ways? I can see the back of your eyeballs, man.
Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner?
I guess that is the good option, but it sounds so grumpy and so angry, and I want to talk to the droid. Do you have a life story? Aw. Okay, let's talk to Big Z, and then I'm gonna pause. There's so many people I could talk to, but I want to talk to Big Z. Big Z is Big Z. There's something you want. You have anything more to say about yourself? You have seen more than I would have allowed and taught me some things too. I am grateful for that. It will be a while before I know what my role will be in making Kashyyyk truly free. I have a lot to learn. Why did you request to take back a sword? I admit, I am curious. I'm not sure I really know. Father expects much of me. I guess I do as well. I think when I've learned enough, I will bring it back to Kashyyyk. What happens then, we'll see. I'm sorry we can't stay longer. You and I both have important things to do, and I don't feel bad about leaving this time. I know I will be welcomed home. I wish you well. Let's get going. I will follow. I hope so, because the ship is going to be flying, and if you don't follow, physics isn't going to be happy, and I've already created enough paradoxes and broken enough physics in Superliminal. We're probably not going to want to repeat. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause here. Next time I'll talk to everybody else. But for now, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and pause here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.